So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I don't know what is really happening in terms of himself and also the foreign countries. I'm talking about the West, yeah, Europe, America, because omo ideology be utie now share omo ideology. Like we see, say Mahama is a deviant, which means Mahama a the West ne fasono. He doesn't want to follow course. Now, real cause some weeks ago we brought you an update on this particular issue about an issue. This particular issue about it was about UK newspaper, from the Telegraph. They did a hit piece on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, saying Ghana's president is now a Russia sympathizer. They even stated, what is even more shocking is that Mahama equal school ever Russia. Okay, one of those university courses ever Russia. So UK4 are terrified, and then in that particular hit piece, they told the UK, and the US government to stop funding and giving Ghana aid because we have a president or a sympathizer to Russia and China. Now we'll come back to all of that, but then that's sorry, there's something which is really going on that most people are not really noticing. Then said Germany, our biggest network, I think the DW, Dutch World, they've also wrote something, or they've written something about Ghana's president John Dramani Mahama. And I don't know if this particular thing I don't know their motive. Meaning the entire the same way ever, but then you could clearly see very well say they have questions. Now, about the anti-LGBT bill like Ghana, pass. You recall some few weeks ago, last week more, John Dramani Mahama met the Christian Council, and he said, see, if when they were questioning him about the whole anti-LGBT bill, no, the two just see, if the anti-LGBT bill comes to my desk, I will sign it. And the biggest network in Germany, the Dutch World, DW, say, hey, Muntie. Mahama, a catch him say Mahama or a sympathizer to Russia or be fighting human rights. Now let's put this on the screens. You read exactly what is really going on. So this is Dutch World, DW, but we create a subset at DW Africa. What shall I say? I'll say Ghana's president John Dramani Mahama says he will sign a new anti-LGBT law if Parliament approves it, according to the Rise Group Ratify Ghana. The Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill, first passed in 2024 but halted by legal challenges, has now been reintroduced if approved. Identifying as an LGBTQI+, could carry up to 3 years in prison, while promoting LGBTQI rights and funding related groups could lead up to 10 years. The bill will also ban same-sex marriage, attending same-sex weddings, and gender-affirming care. Let me explain briefly what I just read for you. It's normal part say, Oba Ghana has said you will group be a Rightify, call Instagram and you see them. This group, a group purposely for gay, any Trumu Trumu for any lesbian for Ghana has say. Okay, into Ratify Ghana, they are in for the rights of gays, lesbians, bisexual, transgender, queer people. Into almost one more, into be or ye be against gay, they'll come and talk. Now, or part say, Sanko for ya Eddie Simbia Babetu say, see, Mahama, ye na drink self. Anti-LGBT bill and na no mo person mo pass here Akufo-Addo stop Mahama say the bar or sign it. If Parliament approves it, he will sign it. And yes, DW Africa mo party say it is serious because you see sir bill na Eco Parliament is being dubbed or called the Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill. No, sir bill it dangerous because you be who identify who say media me LGBTQI plus person you beat match you jail for 3 years in prison. Aside from that 2 year BB now per se who promote LGBT Trumu Trumu gay ni lesbian for we chewa we become 10 years. E ha na menti ase no nipa na also ye gay no so did it 2-3 years. Nipa na also okay ma me promote gay for who did it 10 years. Hey, be we dey fucking. Anyways, that was so. Or also cat to also say some bill we ya ye kan ho asem yi no e ban same sex marriage. Inti be man ne be mom be da no ye ban no. Aside from that too, Bema any Bema ni oba or bani oba or mu ware no. We see wa ware ni ebecho. Ubusu for ebecho mo. Guest ebecho mo. Pastor na Oshia so no ebecho no. Caterer ebecho no. Wedding plan. In fact, you buy the bulldoze and bullion van. Yes, so many goose. It that is what he said here. But then I did back what some people are not really getting it. Say, at the end of friend gender affirming care no, and no so no. You who say your gender affirming care becho. Now let me break what gender affirming care is. It's me and me a bema. Ahumachibia sebe me quite sorry. Eye bema send nyankopon aboy. Sa so no your ba so a every month bia no time of boom say any period. After the period almost then there's a word that in bani use so was mudimu a ovulation. Anyone about nana I'm ovulating say you know was a so what I say no problem. But patch say me and me a bear man I don't like how I am. I'm not a man. Me I'm trapped in a man's body. See how for me to change into a woman, I was say me call. Na doctor Emma me drobi. It's me a bear man no. What makes me a man and mommy voice you know. And mommy gidi no testosterone. Into no sa testosterone na homo say when bear me mu bear man no. Ye bet mommy suppressants and suppressants ye be woman pioneer sa pioneer ne be woman be limit me homo no. It's me be ma me homo na testosterone no. O mam sa suppressants na be ma me testosterone level na perform. It no say me voice ma be say hi how are you doing na me nu for start ye kese ye mam sa suppressants na what they will also go forward to do is that on me ma me emba homo na memba ye mba is who mba omo kase na omo ye omo geli hi oh nana I'm feeling you so I wish you guys were seeing me on camera. It is funny sa the member yes no estrogen sure baby na the nana I'm good enough for you estrogen inti be ma me sa emba estrogen a friend is saying hormones so na fi de menu for start bo na minim na start you smooth na ma starting yan ba figure ye wie so no ma san so akwa me be ma no na ye de me be ma na no aye sebio vagina amame eno ena bruni friend gender affirming care inti eno ena sa be one pa se obi biara opa kwa yes gender affirming care no ye chiwa osu koje yento aso also Ghana already criminalizes same-sex activity under colonial era laws, but this bill will expand penalties significantly. Mahama said he supports this, stressing that his government opposes traditional family values. In so I say, you see, the whole thing about the anti-LGBT law, and you say it now Osha a Ghana yembre anymore. It is against this whole LGBT stuff. But the issue here is how long you used to know a 1957 and 1800s law. Time a British for the bit so no my law. So we are still using it as a colonial era law. But this time around, no, yes, shemukina because near Massisa. It will be BBC be a better Mahama a moment about me signing. Oh, I don't care me signing. DW Paris Papa and I know call Russia. The same man is now coming again to tell us say about signing anti-LGBT bill, which to them a infringement on the rights of minorities. Minorities no in this country no the anti-LGBT4, which means no I was here protect you and I'm papa he said they be that. Well, we don't know how this is going to affect the aid, the grants, and the help but then the be simply forces in each Charlie. But then we can say the European ambassador, the European Union ambassador to Ghana. I don't know, it's like today the Mahama I want to super Wababe Kasa says galamse na ekwosono. For this whole galamsey to stop, something has to happen. And they are definitely pointing hands at, again, John Dramani Mahama and in the administration. Yensh video here, Babaka, it's you for Yabetuaso.
I think this is an engagement with the youth. I think this is an engagement with the youth. I think it's not us who will solve the issue of galamsey, but we stand ready to support not only your efforts, but also those, and more importantly, of government, which are so badly required. So we stand ready to support all efforts. We want to engage the youth in it because we think it concerns primarily you, the youth. Finally, on Global Gateway, I didn't say Ghana was not doing its part. On the contrary, there's more than 1 billion in the pipeline for Ghana. I am saying Ghana needs to do its part to continue to see investments flowing. And I'm here to help to make sure that Ghana gets more than its proportional share. I want to see Ghana succeed, and so does many others. But for that to happen, we need to see Ghana creating an enabling environment. That's an environment which is secure. It's one that is stable. It's one that is friendly for business. It's one that is transparent. It's one that is predictable. It is one that is characterized by strong governance, by human rights respect. All these elements, we are here to support them, and we will see them through this prism of how best to attract the investments to Ghana, which is so badly needed to get the prosperity that we all want for this country.
Okay, so that was what the European Union boss or the Tuja ambassador to Ghana, and you could hear in there say he was once again retreating this whole Trumu Trumu agenda, and I was here respect near yellow laws. I be protect Trumu Trumu for I just said Odrin I just said Odrin so that is exactly what is really going on now. We'll definitely do well to give you more updates as all of these whole various events and continue to unfold, because this Trumu channel and I personally knew say Mahama Adrian so be sign it Abrofond will come after him, and they say coming you see no sika ye be kwa man no say ekope no me sure say ehun be den kakra, because omunti asese Mahama so be sign anti-LGBT bill, and according to them no there nini the engine. So you need indemnity definitely as always, and they'll be giving you more updates as all of this whole events continue to unfold in this particular country, Ghana. Me know can say there's a new information about it to just say IGP Christian Teta Yohunu. In fact, this year Nanka also call a year retirement. But then guess what? We are learning this particular retirement embarrassed because he was supposed to be 60 some few months ago. But then that story and news fly all over social media. Now we can really confirm on authority that this is kind of true. The fact say Mr. Christian Teta Yohunu or IGP no ye chim ya Papa, obi ede a petition and as a recommendation say IGP Christian Tete Yohunu or a good person, okay? You been IGP for 8 months per year, and nothing, even though he's supposed to go on retirement somewhere late this year. Anka president, president, extending the ombuano. Let us say papa no untimi and something subium, and definitely this goes against our rule of law. Intuition has say the report on Mudi can edit by and now. Or say the police council has recommended to President Mahama the police council has recommended to President Mahama a 2-year re-engagement for Inspector General of Police Christian Toto Yohunu. Papa Yanka was say or IGP for let's say just a few months. Ne party say President Mahama aka say some man no 2-year extension into police council no and this recommendation no come as papa no as a juma na oye no what say ominiji ho into ebe yanka President John Dramani Mama on consider nanka efia anka papa no owo so okọ no mam omoma ne nkọ. Yeah, just say at the end of the day, I'm making sure that they will extend it for him. Now, and as I bring me no can say, a year information if he a year president or Abba. Actually, say a year papa, sa recommendation letter na police council, suggest sanke be ya, yen fan mano na, untimi tina sunche kakra no untimi di ni juma no president so what it. But what is he saying? Yes, approve. Let us read this and let's see what is on the screens. Or say re-engagement as Inspector General of Police. And also answer trial. So I write to inform you that following the recommendation of the Ghana Police Council and in accordance with the relevant provisions governing the administration of the Ghana Police Service, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, has approved your re-engagement for an additional 2 years upon attainment of the statutory retirement age in December 2025. Into Christian Toto Hiwunuanka was resigning way back in 2025. No, December 2025. Party say, Police Council some no de buy say yen recommended no and say extended the contract to 2 years. No, wajia 2. Your re-engagement takes effect on 28 December. During this period, you shall continue to serve as the Inspector General of Police and discharge the duties and responsibilities attached to the office. In the apply said during this particular period, Christian Teta Yohuno still from now to December, after December 28, and wasn't leave no esuna okofia to say retirement na so no after December 28 no obeko so abo juma aye ni juma se as Inspector General of Police. 3. The President's decision reflects the Council's firm conviction that your continued leadership is essential to sustaining ongoing reforms, strengthening operational effectiveness, and ensuring stability within the Ghana Police Service at this critical period. According to John Dramani Mahama, letter na a fee and a recommendation letter na a fee a year. Police Council by it. One of the things that they stated in it was the fact, say, a year Police Council no and the Ghana Police Service no during the tenure of a year IGP Dampare nema bebre ekoso nema bebre ekoso asa nema no ekoso no idea na say enye ntafe na new person abemu asa new person na abemu no Christian Tete Yohunu all solving in kakan intino ehun hia se be mana akosisia or sounds to us so here right here and say you are kindly requested to indicate your acceptance of this re-engagement in writing within these days upon receipt of the letter. Please accept Mr. Inspector General the assurances of the highest consideration of His Excellency the President. What he has to do is that also a throw back na or the comma a year Mahama, because Mahama I reported to I responded to letter and it was said Christian to you or sound so a trust a year sa re-engagement na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so obesan re-engaging no dear to say obeja to Tuma he is continuing the work again as a year IGP from a year 28 December 2025. It's for you better to us in try one video back to us.
Alatafo kubeno mbeto free ko Nigeria no de. If we begin to solve that question now maybe sir and carry the factories maybe ever. What mean kube ye anwa e no crowd the crude method there minimum here say me si kubanwa.
Okay.
Ukchi kubelu ti se kubedwan ye no ti se gari uya now the sijaso a hitia was anwano eba eni on the ton asa a de gupan ana bo kesi na enframa faso na first ni bubugu either coke bottle and a beer bottle and a ton. Why didn't he improve on it? Healthy.
That's right.
Kube fresh kube. Kube we turn one eastern region adesso. Obo na odi wia kube ni hunu ni na we say fresh no it is charcoal. Dry coconut no the husk coconut husk it is fertilizer. And the cocoa bud for now, when you see coconut husk for their nurseries. Well, America, 10 pounds of coconut husk, already $15.99. omudi dua emire. So my brother, one product say the name eating here, and I want raw material. There how many products are waiting in your free? You, but we have so many things from coconut. Fishing. When you show say politician biya wa Ghana ha, Catherine Kura oti epugano ha, meaning fishing who adwuma jere. Because I have a lot of co-stores. Now no campaign no many no bar or the call. Now who are the over my society? Kanu bi na na kufu ado say mutisika suna ehia. Sa epuna wotu ho. Sika obetumi anya free. Si eye ni ya. We use a cake and crude method and a fishing canoe. And memory fishing vessels. EBCC cold stores TNE cold stores yes actually.
So that was a honorable Kennedy Japan. Now straight up no yen call a year in your bema Sami Jimfi because see anu you are learning say Sami Jimfi baby edunia hwe ni ya baby born bit matro. What bad another bad thing that can happen to him in we don't know, but it has to do with assassination like Ahmed Hussein Swale. Now don't take my word for it. Take a nipa wababe cancer and sem yi what has here or say eyes are on Sami Jimfi for his role as Gold Board CEO. He urgently needs a bulletproof car and the necessary protections. According to him, no nipa cancer and sem yi Yao Asantano or ye political analyst no party say or no or shasna nema kono anywhere on the ground na Sami Jimfi was ye sheni pa because yan sheni an kan nsem ya ni protecting na ebimu de nibre ebebu papa ntu kuno because of how good he is working effectively and now Ghana's economy is really doing well. And apart from that, to the MPP also believes he is not doing well because Minoka say video you go share titles global party say gold board sikeni nyina omunyano gold no munyana omu convert omudi improve your reserves no say scan e bani nyina no 90% and 80% of gold na e gold board no e galamsey for gold e galamsey for gold. Don't take my word for it. In somebody to jam. When we come back we will continue this particular update.
Trade industry and tourism. Na ye GIPC emarano. Na ye du baby a shipping line edwuma ya omo yi. Omo tik tema port or omo ye pepper pan omo ye send you. Releases no omo ye. Because who crab nyama dey free China, dey free UK, other European countries, America dey bano. Sika was able to for transportation. What trade that? Who be do ha? I was here releasing manifest, whatever they call it. I was saying TSKB Edimano. Then no more charging other fees which they shouldn't have. These are terminal charges, handling charges that they are there. They are not supposed to. Shipping, if anything, Ghana Shippers Authority, GAPOA, on no charges. Shipping lines on charges are there. A Juma when we are Ghana for there. I remember at that debate, they call it Kofi Brako. Omami. A paper from Nigeria, US, and South Africa says, say, Juma year, abrofor a year, wa Ghana Hano. In their countries, it is reserved for their people to do. Ahobia enu, because of national security concern. And the way no, a yamide, na mebo good board for Abaso for what they have done. Yaya Brasono from independence to 2016, the amount of gold Yawano is about 8 tons. And he was a Debbie. In order to make our currency stronger, we need to build that stock. And he shares and they almost 30 to 32 tons, which rate a lot of money. Which I say, and a to make sure say a beboa. Na edu baby because say Bank of Ghana is shedu gumnum. Ye call IMF no. Yet the 80,000 or so 80 million, whatever they do it, 80 million at a time. But what should they only be gumuna? It makes the city a bit me hu bro focus na twi kasa na me se afa no because ya season no because which one would gum because reserves na wo no na wodi mu akono and say bibi ekosi min kasa bibi bonensi na reserve no wodi mu na wo hwe gum a you are eating your reserve which you are building for future and the minority for you can say look slow down say the musi ehwe ade na gum no it doesn't make it real. Let us allow market forces, demand and supply, to determine as to how we want to run this dollar and this CD relationship.
Honorable say because now they've been able to seal all the loopholes, we are able to generate more. Even if say would be a shemama or man for kuma harry womwa
fantastic. Fantastic. I hope when you made a shipping line for the Eddie. The fact is ye how dey free me no Ghana for any dim akoniaba oni mu di adwuma ente boa but we cannot run away from the fact say omo dia gold dealers no mo to no mo so akoto dia ma gold board no galamse gold titri no mo to no because they don't mind actually Kenya say new moons any gold fields and you gold no mo ni mfamba
but you mean generalizing in now so say galam say binum so to me kata legally no omutimi wo mo so me
say to me kata to buy and you to free one why ho
and na me just a minus no you mean generalizing say omunyina na ye illegal mining.
I agree fair but I can tell you 80-90% are galam say gold 80% galam say gold because dealer na auto no dealer no only asazia otugo
say dealer no ho I say be
we be say myself we be say bekasa
we are having a conversation
no allow me to flow
oh there be but say ube mo say me ba me di enko
sanso ube dodo
honorable
you disturb my flow
honorable you mean Kensi so omunyi na 90% na illegal
you see you can't take it away because there was who kun editia galamse ya na gold no faso gold board no it defeats the purpose of the gold board fighting galamse no in that form sabre na ye ka kire me nuanum ze mamonya ne political no mo ntiase but they have to make it politics and once they work akomusim and the president say king peace no mo go galamse ase no bechi om waji bako onji die onjibie wontumi anamudi na chi amudi nu kokko da bele onya galamse bio enu danchan but kwa amofa so a omo mo ye galamse na they know them they bia me baha be kasa me tudwa me kasa o mambeni onimomo mo ye kimpinga onimo yi because national security e catch up say asimase we he knows them and their god born na ye no ye ni so we will continue to support them because ene abe mra bibi bia ye mra parliament agya tom no yenti memfo ne wo se esom na mo bibi koyi a ya sede se ye be kan wasam ama ye hu se ampa it is because of the way we started it and the NPP say we see building a good stock no ama ye seed ni yetuma so na se no ene ya bedu so nti wo ba me hu no ma some precious mineral e dey ba gold board to aso a ye no ma say
okay.
That was in summer a year honorable titles Glover or the Tuja or patch say Ghana your reserves na ye good no I build ya and ne you see MIIF so PMMC I know a year ya very and ya very branding and good board now good board na you see I know ye good ye build your reserves no ye good near the build your reserves and you saying you reserves kana need ya share your forex bu say you per se prop it up the city strength against the dollar and all parties said yeah because the reserve is more like a savings for the country BBC and ne kwa didimu reserves no and ma Ghana yetimi gina a time of COVID-19 by ya obi a so obi antini fie free electricity free water it is because of the reserves because na country ni say but our reserves no and ne ye use musika say ye the ma cedi no to dollar no ahoden. Now, our patch say, oh, yeah, what will happen is that one day, BBC is a COVID-19 at Torrential and now BBC war everything. bit me say the whole world will be at a standstill. Russia, Ukraine, a bit my so intense. Ghana, we have to just stop everything. Into banisa, ye gold no, and ye kwaku di dimu. Ye reserves no, not reserves. Ye be kone mo through. Adenya, ye see ye not see the nice strong to dollar. Well, let us see what will happen. Now, ye better to ask and no so. Yeah, course one here to Japan, and we are going to the camp of King Japan. King Japan is now trending a lot. In fact, I know before I remember a program we who say he was trending on Twitter. At then King Japan ko kasa say, since you are the mentor. Enye Kufuor, the mentor nya Kufuor, the mentor ni Enye Rollins, the mentor Kwame Nkrumah. And I'm going to say, Papa, the idea be joining CBPA or see or pursue BT Kwame Nkrumah record. I say, hey. Anyway, yenti connected for almost a moment two.
Everything you see in this country, you say we have good leader. It's leadership crisis that we have. Enti, my imagine say Ghana see a money opportunity. Me aim say me BT Dr. Kwame Nkrumah record. Come in role model.
I know Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Yes.
Wow.
Because Dr. Kwame Nkrumah president, na Ghana population is 4 million.
Wow.
When vision in Myanmar is still relevant today with the population of 33.6 million. Argentina, so universities, Asasia and Nkrumah J that time, even secondary schools. And Sasia or G Edimawo, Usha Ukokulebu, Asasia or Jitua, Debbie, and Chromadi were great. Although me a UPD, but maybe a Debbie American correct. For 9 years of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah at Tia Ghana, and when I'm present, a beating record. I'm going to go by development. The biggest challenge in this country now is unemployment. Especially youth unemployment. Nessa, yebetimi reduce. I'm not saying say yebe eliminate unemployment completely. Because we are the woman a labor force. Oh yeah, there's no country or yebe reduce drastically.
So that was in summer a King Japan edit to or trend the amount for by say, hey, Papa, we between Kuma record here. Well, it is possible. But then in this same vein, too, there's something going on in Parliament. Why? Because Oko Parliament is here. Vincent Asafua, I can same be as a minority no or many angel, majority no or many angel. You share this particular video back to us.
It says that the price of your sanitary pad, which was 25 Ghana cedis in January, is now going for 15 Ghana cedis. Now 15 Ghana cedis, they are buying it for 45 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker,
Majority Chief Whip. Before he concludes, Majority Chief Whip, you are on your feet. Just a minute. Yes, please.
Speaker, I rise in pursuance of Order 1231. Content of speech. The Honorable Asafua referenced the government as Chobo government. Mr. Speaker, that is very unparliamentary.
Sorry, please.
Mr. Speaker,
I didn't hear the statement.
Mr. Speaker, you may not have heard it.
Yes.
But it's gone into the hands.
I mean, what you said. I haven't heard what you said.
Mr. Speaker, the honorable member, as part of his commentary, said the NDC government is a Chobo government. Mr. Speaker, that is unparliamentary. You can say so on radio. But in this house, that language is not permissible. And so, Mr. Speaker, I am seeking your guidance that portion of the speech be expunged. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
Are you mentioning the word TOGO? Did you say Togo government?
Mr. Speaker, Chobo, not Togo. Chobo, he said Chobo. Chobo.
Choco. Choco.
Chobo. CHOBO. Or TSOBO.
Honorable member, please. Did you say the government is Chobo government?
Mr. Speaker, precisely so.
What does that mean?
Mr. Speaker, that means that 6.6 million parts that we could have used 99 million.
So clearly you could see, sir, there was this whole back and forth that of course, so I just say speaker even had to come in to seek clarification. Say, hey, NDC are buying now see a trouble government, no, and you watch a video no quite extensively, and I say other parts of the video banner, you realize that a friend is saying there are many people more reacting. In fact, a majority leader sorry can say some no kind of on-chain sign. Now, go back again to Kenya Japan, because Kenya Japan has made another reference in the western part of Ghana, or how he has contributed to the growth of the new patriotic party, and then so let's watch this particular video. Babaka, we have a news about Senator Rawlings, and then her appointment as the upcoming defense minister of Ghana.
In 2016, Constituency Secretary Member Western Region, 26 pickups. All the constituencies, the real and Summer Region, 2 pickups. Western Region, number 28 pickups. Not Benmawe. Not a member, no more. A member, pickups. Brony Waru. 4 bills. I'm a bit by no more. About how many seats we are winning here? And not man for the man. How many seats and we are winning? And the problem yesterday, no matter who are to the course. My dear, all my dreams are can they be a Japan? You are for Hano, you are for dinner. Now I'm more saying campaign. If you say, Omume yuzu asema mata Kennedy Japan yanga on your presidential material. Momo presidential material. About 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. You are declared defeat. What did defeat? Nothing. 9 a.m. MPs are woman Kayoma Benina Omu Lusu. Or no presidential candidate. Or no any presidential candidate. Presidential candidate. What you are losing 2.1 million votes. A good for any job where presidential candidate. And I'm on the end. Yes, my dear, Miss Robia. That will be a government job. Young man, party, who took a year party, a Juma, who here. Over Oscar. And black magnificent party no more. And no more to me as a chairman. May say, and black magnificent may talk 245 pickups. Now I'm away. They talk my t-shirts and my MP before. Now I'm away. And now I'm so honest. And now I'm so honest. Mumisa or talk Mumisa or say MPP have my power and government sika. Your sika are more MPP have my power and government sika. And woman that could grow. And who may you see? Now only mistake. One mistake. One mistake. I'll give them a show.
So that is a honorable king Japan sema or the ebe two just a showdown on ebe san baby na oye we tame me bokwe nche say wakote. Anyway, see so Minoka say, you know, Madame Senator Rawlings, who was poised, and you can report to say she's poised to be the next defense minister. We were all hoping, say, President was going to announce her as a defense minister. Now, if you look at the clue very significantly in Kofobi Briakasa women's group, so a man in your defense minister, you know, and Mahama would like to give women opportunity. And even recently, Elwak Sports Stadium disaster in Ukraine, you saw Senator Rawlings going there. She was basically taking the role as a defense or upcoming defense minister. Now, this won't be her first time around the defense staff because Oshe, previous administration, MPP government, Parliament, so the defense committee, you know, King Japan was the chair and the co-chair was Senator Rawlings. So Senator Rawlings has the in and out, I mean the broader knowledge about how the whole system and also the whole defense thing works. Now, President Edin Simbia Babetuja said, unfortunately, no announcement and also announced a new defense minister no, or train or their share next year. So the big question is why? Is it because amount for now we all there's a recommendation na ibia is not also a fan or Adriana. And the big question people are even asking is that was it not even get at all because you are learning saying yes not on one here considered for the job. People are even saying the former defense minister before in the previous government because Omuchemi or non record no matched. But then we don't know what will happen in regards with this. I see a president party say on one case or befa nipa Sisiano or Trenchenso. So let us watch exactly what the President of the Republic of Ghana said and how the upcoming appointment of Senator Rawlings as the defense minister for some reason it has been halted. We
made a promise to appoint more than 60 ministers, and some people said, how are you going to work with only 60 ministers? As I speak today, we're working with 58 ministers because, unfortunately, they say Allah gives and Allah takes. He took 2 of our comrades, and we haven't filled those positions yet. I can see people speculating he's going to appoint a new defense minister, a new environment minister. We're not in a hurry. I'll do those appointments next year after the holiday, the Christmas and the New Year. We'll fill those positions and so those speculating about somebody going to be appointed tomorrow and all that. I mean, just take your time. Go and enjoy Christmas. And then after Christmas, we'll take a decision on those ones.
So that is what is SNC John Dramani Mahmoud to just say more money nam so oba appointing Crawford or appoint you be a position will be a failure. You could do Christmas, you could do New Year near bar. Christmas New Year bar. Or no John Dramani Mahmoud be making a decision. So for those of us and you push say Senator Rawlings, the defense minister, no, perhaps we are down, but I hope it's not dead yet because still she can get it. So she can get it because who said she's one of the people who own your position. And even talking about it, cry and you don't know in your position. Xavier Susumu in but still na omoda so abemu. I remember say Mahama himself no he said say I didn't rotate and we believe say na nsem ne kwokra no o sha reshuffle agenda bi den ebebem because I was say bi mo etni fie na bi mo so be minister any non-performing ministers no so no yi omu film. So it is something at the end of the day, you know. You better share exactly what is really going on. Now, you better also know there are concerns coming from the youth after now the report about say budget you read you know 3.2 billion. You use 3.2 billion our budget say they could talk private jets. And the youth of Ghana in DC and people you sure this was very reaction here, but back
it's very serious. People have come to set the nation and have gone on pension, and you have not paid them, and you want to use 13.1 billion Ghana cedis to purchase 6 aircrafts for governmental purposes. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, please, do you know Ghanaians are aware of their budgets worth 13.1 billion Ghana cedis, outlining the procurement and allocation of 6 aircrafts, being 4 helicopters and 2 jets, 1 for long range and 1 for medium range. The jets. Do you know that? Please, Ghanaians have sent me to remind you of 5 major debts and arrears you owe to the Ghanaian public. 1 is teachers' salary arrears. Over 4,000 teachers have not been paid for the past 16 months. Are you aware of that? And less than 2 billion Ghana cedis can handle this debt you owe to teachers. And two, over 6,200 newly posted teachers and nurses have not been paid. With all due respect, they have not been paid at all. And 2.63 billion Ghana cedis is owed to pension scheme. Pensioners are not being paid. And with just 2.63 billion Ghana cedis, you can pay that debt off and get all pensioners to receive their pension pay, which is their bona fide right and property. With all due respect, I stand corrected. And again, we would go to 22.9 billion Ghana cedis owed to infrastructure and road projects. You are aware of that, with all due respect. Why isn't this being handled? Even if that cannot be handled, what about the fifth and final one I want to speak about, but not the least? 2.26 billion Ghana cedis in unpaid obligations in the health sector. And the Ministry of Health and the Minister for Health is also aware of this. With all due respect, there is one thing that Ghanaians have come to realize. I am only a mouthpiece of the Ghanaian people. And this is what Ghanaians have come to realize. That governance with respect to individual political parties in government is not transitional. It is not successive. It is not continued. It is not in continuity. It is not in succession. It is not in transition. It is not inherited. And this is the biggest problem Ghana has faced. One political party comes and commences a project in government and never finishes after 8 years. And the other political party also comes into power and never continues within 4 years and leaves that project a white elephant, uncontinued but started. You gentlemen are very, very professional with regards to starting what you cannot compete. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Ghanaians do not need that. Tone down the budget a bit. Maybe one jet will be okay, 2 helicopters will be fine. Because of course it is also necessary for governmental purposes. We are all aware that these six aircraft are all for governmental purposes. And when they are dropped, the next party in power will not use them. And that will go to the financial detriment of the Ghanaian public. So please, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we know that the legislative individuals are responsible for whether or not this budget will be passed. We beg you, we don't need that number, with all due respect. Amidst this vast arrears you owe to the same Ghanaian public, teachers must be paid. Otherwise, A for apple is all they will teach. Nurses and midwives and doctors must be paid. Otherwise, even when we have got a sore, they will give us para, with all due respect. Even when our tooth is aching, they will give us aboniki. So we are begging you, please, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our teachers are very important. Our nurses are equally important. Our midwives, otherwise, most of us will remain in our mother's stomachs. We will not be born. They will overlook us. And the young we are in the stomach. I'm not joking, it sounds valid. It is very serious. People have come to serve the nation and have gone on pension, and you have not paid them, and you want to use 13.1 billion Ghana cedis to purchase 6 aircrafts for governmental purposes. The MP for Gambaga was right. He says this is misplaced priorities, and it is indeed misplaced priorities. I don't know if you think I am telling a lie. Please look in the comment section and listen to what Ghanaians are saying in the comment section, this very comment section, and you will think that they commented before the video. We are aware, and this is misplaced priorities. Prioritize nurses, teachers, and pensioners. Prioritize development of adequate infrastructure. Prioritize the payment of those that are responsible for such as well. And again, with all due respect, kindly prioritize the Ghanaian at large. We hear what some of your people say, that the previous government wasted more money in chartering and renting plane, and that the purchase of these aircrafts in your tenure of office is relatively beneficial. It is only beneficial to the financial coffers of the government, but not beneficial to the financial coffers of those that fill the government's coffers. Are you understanding me? Tax have already been collected, and so you have the money to purchase. It is true. But with all due respect, those that pay the tax, are they going to benefit from it? Is the question of asking. That is the meaning of the long sentence that I made. So with all due respect, those statements of justification does not benefit the Ghanaian at large. We don't care. And 2 wrongs, we all know, don't make a right. It's true, 2 rights, 2 don't make a wrong. But with all due respect, I would want to beg of you that the fact that when one political party came, they took 6 steps to our detriment, does not mean that when you take 1 step to our detriment, it is beneficial and justified enough. No, it is still to our detriment. And there is nothing negative that can ever get positive. There is nothing bad that can ever be good. No matter how many wrongs you make, regardless the number that has been made to me already. When you come and one person has made 6 wrongs to me, and then you come and you make 3 wrongs to me, please, you have made wrong to me. And when I am counting, I would count 9 wrongs being done to me. So with all due respect, if the previous government came and did 7 wrongs to Ghana, and you think you are coming and we should think it is more justifying if you are coming to do just 3 wrongs to Ghana, it is still to the Ghanaian, and the Ghanaian is counting.
All right, it's here for you better also ewa ha say. Me no ka say polls about out. I feel global info analytics. Now global info analytics was just one of the few people last 3 years, 2023 MPP flag bearer race Otimi predicted said Bahumia be winning and predicted rightfully said King Japan will be the second person. But then and never know the whole election momentum ne so we predicted say again Bahumia befa. Now oyen monthly poll. Now was also at the poll be about this November or share percentage in the world screens. But before you share that percentage, you reading some or post here from a Musa Global Info Analytics Musa Dankwa. Or say the committed voters model, however, shows a wider lead for DMB, that's Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. This model excludes undecided and undisclosed delegates. Into by Sisiano or Ma Sanso den Kofa Kasa. Undecided delegates. Why not be votiama no? Emu 63% some be votiama Bawumia. That is DMB 63%. Emu 13%. That is 18%. That is Kennedy Ohine Japan. Some 18% some be votiama KOA. That's Kennedy Ohine Japan. DBA 7%. That is Dr. Brian Chambo 7%. Dr. Yao Educhu 1%. And Akwabna Japan. Ono nya 0%. And owie no the graph no. Ebe to ho say graph no enuni into hwe graph na omo de region by region ahye ho omo de nyina eboma King Japan no ye the undecided ne ade nyina boma nti let me correct this beginning me say King Japan benya 18% but correct no ha say King Japan benya 9 if any say Osik correcting was say King Japan benya 29%. So instead of 18% no him say 29% wa. So let's use this graph. It's Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or see obenya per this graph no obenya 63% and a King Japan ebenya emu 30% and almost 29%, almost 30%. And a Dr. Brian Champon ebenya mu 7% and a Dr. Yawedichu benya mu 1% and a Kennedy Ohine Japan ebenya mu Kwabna Kwabna Japan benya 0% and a Professor Yawedichu also benya 1%. So the main contenders no more 5 no Dr. Bawumia 63% or baby King Japan be this second with 29%. Dr. Brian Champon benya mu 7%. Dr. Yaw Educhu benya mu 1%. Kwabna Japan one baby crank here because obenya 0%. So that is the modular air coso. Now some way by a pair and I want to meet workers. Bawumia team. Omubuofu said, Bawumia, if you know what is good for you, don't listen to this particular man if any global info analytics Musa Dankwa because a trap. I didn't tell a budget air coso. And one could be saying, what do you think about the budget? And Obi Bisam will say, who would you vote for? A distraction tactics. A distraction tactics. Inko teen sema odi tuje babaka yebetwaso.
His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and your team don't be deceived by the polls, by info analytics. You are winning the election.
Yes.
And you Musa Dankwa polls and Emma are winning. I have never trusted his polls. Every researcher in the season.
Oh, I know dear. Yeah. I know dear.
Every researcher in the season.
Yeah.
It is also for motion come. Yeah, Kotwabano. The fact that Asofwa and Jomudio Chromanum. No machine come about to a woman at Bem. Nabakujna A, Nabakujna B, Nay, they are Bakudia Bem.
Sanity, suppose you are kind.
Do you know about your fans?
Yes.
Every poster, especially election polls, Obia on the season.
Yes.
There was a time Benefson was getting everything right.
Yes.
Obrayeno, or the seat no hoodie, or the seat no hoodie. Or the seat no hoodie, or the seat no hoodie. Dr. Smart Sapon.
Oh, my favorite.
At the time, gotten everything right.
My favorite. Yeah.
Musa Dankwa the Aba. It doesn't make him a demigod of election polls. No. Now I'm even surprised. Say, oh play MPP for play and SU Niaji. Why is it not polling on the 2026 budget? Now, go to Ghana for the budget tonight by imagine you say. Budget no MPP internal election. They ain't planning here Ghana for. Now, opposite sway Ghana for actually free budget na abana minority ni to tumuno.
Yeah, but sure, my.
Opposite diverted discussion into no. Quickly was my quick pose. Dr. Baumia in the central region. It's Yeniaji. And I'm more share of other platforms. What the pa? And I was on Ghana for actually free be bonny bizwa abine yeso. In any case, pose never want Dr. Baumia. Me tell him job by So why do you have to divert your concentration to Musa Dankwa pose? In any case, I over renew over luso or your poor no one know over renew over luso over luso.
I'm going to see him cry.
Okoye bakofa NDC for one o matiano no jare wajai. So why is our party people entertaining him?
Yeah, ni aje. Ka some bones here.
You see me and I made a hypocrisy idea me person metino masum. Mumu bia wo ka se Dr. Baumia ba weni amayere mo amupo minim se we kina Japan ko fo ne betwa. Ebe kate ahye because e koma wo mu.
Lambasto.
Mumu bia wo ka se Dr. Baumia ba weni a mani age a mu share no. Yesterday when he was polling say e be lusu. That was not credible. Why are you applauding him today? And to me, for me, yesterday he wasn't credible. Today he's not credible to me. Tomorrow he will not be. Except that I have seen that what changing. Research near Ebi. And the basics of what makes a research a research. A baby at 11 months, a 12 months. I can't bear now watch me near 12 Mahama a 7 December. He is not polling. He's not researching about the perception of Ghanaians. MPP internal election, my research, then MPP for so 2 days because all candidates by winning. Get to work. The more and you must have composed the marine.
Amunsan double up. He
will win. Let about me will win. Yes, of course.
But you can cry.
Inshallah.
But you can cry.
Yeah.
Drew baby.